Shalom, shalom. Shalom. All right, we're going to face the east and give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah, Kadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now we're going to get into this, keep on the watch, and watch the timeline. Now I'm going to start off with Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 28 and 8. Say, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old both prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So they were prophesying, saying when was this time of these kingdoms was going to fall. And the prophecies was going to line up. Now we go into Matthew. Let's get into Yahweh Shai's words. It's Matthew 24. And let's get the context. I'm going to start at verse 3. Because he's saying the same thing Jeremiah said in Jeremiah 28. It says in verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of your coming and of the end of the world? So that's the context. Now, where was he pulling this from? Because Ezra had already addressed the situation. This second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Here go the point in verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, so these are two key points that you got to go on the timeline. Now when you go back to Yahweh Shai's words, this is Matthew 24. Now he says the sign, because Ezra said that when you see these signs, then you're going to know and understand. Signs of uproars of the people. Now, Yahweh Shai gave some more signs. He said, first, you got the false prophets. Here in 4 and 5, he said, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. So he said the false prophet is going to come on the scene. This is the first sign that you're going to see. And then verse 6, he talks about these wars. He said, ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So you focusing on the war ain't going to be the ending of the situation. Because verse 7 goes into more about the war. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Now that nation against nation, that's talking about races. See, because that nation goes into what? Gentiles, goes into people. So you were gonna have races fighting against each other. The Moabites against the Ammonites, the Ammonites against the Edomites, that kind of thing. And then you saying kingdom against kingdom, you got Russia, and then you got America, because they really are part of the same kingdom, but they going against each other. Then you got verse 8, it say, all these are the beginning of sorrows, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. So this is another situation. Who is being delivered up? It says, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. So it was going to be a bunch of backstabbing and hating your own people going on. Then you got the false prophets all over the place when it comes to the other nations and the Israelites. Let's see here. Now I want to jump down and get into this when he said keep on the watch. Let's see here. Oh, here in verse 42, this Matthew 24 and 42. It says, watch, therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord do come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. So that's the point right there. He's saying you wouldn't get caught off guard because you was watching. And so it really is a twofold situation, because if you don't watch, no, if you think that you know the time, and I want to get to that part. Where is it? That was verse 42 and 43. Okay. Let me get 44. It said, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man coming. Okay. So when you think he not coming, he gonna come. Okay, let's see here. So setting the date is gonna get you already caught. Now he know when to come and catch you off guard, because you done set a date. If you wouldn't have set a date, then he would wouldn't be able to sneak up on you, because you would have kept on the watch and he wouldn't have set no date. Now let me get that man, what was the Matthew. I'm gonna have to type this one in. Oh, let me get that 2 Thessalonians. Or is it 1 Thessalonians? Yeah, 1 Thessalonians 5. There's some more signs. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. It says, but of the time and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that that day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. So he's saying, we don't have to talk about this thing, man. Y'all know he coming like a thief in the night. He coming when nobody is going to be thinking that he coming. He says in verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. we are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. So now you got to compare yourself to the other people, because we know these people don't deal with prophecy. See, they don't even know that who ruling the kingdom. They thinking the UN ruling the kingdom. They telling people all nations got a say on what goes on in the world, and that's just a lie. So they don't even understand the prophecies, and that's really the watch right there. Because when you go to let me get Ecclesiasticus, and this is what he's saying by keeping on the watch. This is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 39 and 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. So he gonna be occupied in the prophecies, and what's that's gonna do? Verse 2, it says, he will keep the saying of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. So this is what these people, they gonna hear somebody saying keep on the watch, and they're not gonna know what he's talking about. See, he's talking about staying occupied in the prophecies. This is what he means by keeping on the watch. You being occupied in the prophecies, and you trying to understand the parables of the renowned men. Verse 3, it says, he will seek out the secrets of grave sentences. And them grave sentences goes into what he's going to say next. And be conversing in dark parables. So these dark parables and these grave sentences is going to give him the secrets, because this is a secret of what's going on. He's not telling everybody what's going on. See, it's a secret. Let's get that out of Matthew 11. Matthew 13, starting at verse 10. He says, and he answered, Salakia, verse 10, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parable? You see? So them dark parables by these renowned men is going to start to get broken down. Verse 11, he says, and he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. So it's not given to them. That's why most of them are listening to their slave master, and he definitely ain't gonna know what's going on. Let's get that in Daniel. This is why these people don't know when the time gonna be. And this is why they're gonna take that C-hip and that rice device. This Daniel chapter 12 and 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. See, the children of light is going to understand when that time is coming. They're not going to be in darkness. See, because when he bring that mandatory slave device, they going to already know this is the time the Lord is coming. Because people going to be betraying one another, handing them up to the officials, saying, trying to point them out. He gonna have a decree going out. Let me get that in Psalms 94. Psalm 94 and 20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with you. See, he gonna have fellowship with some of these people that's gonna be trying to hand up the elect to the authorities. It says, which frame is mischief by a law. See, they gonna use they laws to lock your behind up, man. See, they gonna use their laws to have that great insurrection. And we already see how they moving when it comes to these laws. See, they pass laws, they don't make a great announcement. They don't ask the people to vote on the law. They just tell you on their website that you ain't paying no attention to, man, that these laws is finna get enacted. Now let's get back on that Matthew 24. Now he says, verse 44 again, it says, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. 45. Who then is the faithful and wise servant, who his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Okay, who is the one? And we already done established that it ain't the wicked. You're not gonna give them nothing. And they trying to say, oh, we got a governing body, and our head of our organization, he only dealing with us. You a lie. He don't even deal with you wicked Edomites, first of all. 46, it says, blessed is that servant who his Lord, when he comes, shall find so doing. So when he come, that's when he gonna do what he called them faithful, because you got to be faithful until the end. What was that, 13? Let me get that. It's Matthew 24 and 13. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you got to endure to the end to be a faithful servant. You ain't gonna be no so-called faithful servant and he where was I at? 44. Now let me get 46. It says, blessed is that servant who his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his good. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming. See, here go the point right here. Now when you see, it's a two-way street. You can say, oh, he coming on 2026, to be just for an example. Now he gonna make you a liar, man, because you don't know. But if you say he ain't coming, he coming 100 years from now. Now you done set yourself up, because he said, let me say that again now, 48. And I'm gonna have to put this one in the title. He says, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming. See, if you talking about this man, he coming about 100 years, he delaying. We got all the prophecies lined up, but he delaying. He can come in 100 years, man. Y'all go ahead and kick back and relax. See, 49, he says, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunkard. See, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him. See, he watching and seeing what these people doing. That's why he say keep on the watch. Now if he see you watching, it's kind of like that the story in when the lions was drinking the water. And I think it was lions drinking the water. And he said the people was drinking the water, but he might have gave him a parable. But one that was drinking the water and looking up, those were the ones he chose. The one that was drinking the water and just looking down, see, they weren't fit for the situation. So this pretty much what he's saying. Verse 50 again, he said, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, he shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of the teeth. So now you got to have a balance. You just can't talk about, we don't know what the time is, and it could be 50 years, it could be 100 years. Because now you done took your eye off to watching, and he's seeing you taking your eye off to watching, and now he gonna come when you thinking that he not coming. But I know it was a verse that where he said, oh, there it is, 36. It's Matthew 24 and 36. It says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Okay? So it's his, he don't, Yahweh Shai don't even know. The angels don't even know. Only Yahweh know when he coming, or when he gonna send his angels and Yahweh Shai to start this war. 37 it says, but as the day of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until that day Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So it's going to be when people done said, just like they saying here in Peter, let me get Peter. This is when he going to come, when these people scoffing and running their mouth. This is the 1 Peter, 2 Peter 3. I'm going to start at, verse 3. It says, knowing this first, this 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust. See, they making all kind of plans, you see, and they not putting the plan of the Lord with their plans. Like, you got to be preparing for the Lord, but you got to handle your business. You ain't just focused on straight, I'm not gonna pay the Lord no attention. I'm just strictly handle my business. It says in verse 4, it says, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. So they saying these people done died and everything, and y'all still talking about the same mess. See, when they get into that mindset, they gonna be the ones he sneak up on like a thief in the night. He says, for since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. And then he bring up the Noah situation, just like Yahweh Shai did. Now, let's go. I want to get that Luke. Let me see if that Luke 21 or Luke 17. Because he added your girl in there too. Yeah, Luke 17, I'm going to start at verse 21. It says, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of God is within you. And he said unto his disciples, the days will come when ye shall desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and ye shall not see it. And they shall say to you, see here or see there, go not after them, nor follow them. So he's saying, don't follow these people that's telling you that here go the Lord over here, here go the Lord over there. Or here go his day his day on this 2012, 2016, see, 2028. Don't go to following these people. Verse 24, it says, "For as the lightning that lighted out of the one part under heaven shine unto the other part under heaven, so shall also the Son of Man be in his day. But first must he suffer many things and be rejected of this generation. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man." I'm going to jump down to this Lot situation. Verse 28, it says, "Likewise, also it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted and built. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed." So these people gonna still be going about their life. See, the whole system ain't gonna shut down for everybody, because it's gonna be some people that's gonna consent whatever the government tell them to do. Hey, I need to put a bunch of poison in your vein. Okay, government, here go my arm, hurry up. See, they gonna do whatever the government tell them to do. So they gonna get what the perks of that situation for a little bit and be eating and drinking, having a good time. And then they're going to see nuclear missiles coming for their behind. It says, in that day he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife. So it's going to be people be tempted to consent and go at the crowd. Let's consent and let's go ahead and get it out of 2nd Ezra. Let's consent and go along with the other wicked people that want to follow the devil. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 68, just to get the context. 16:68, it says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." So when that insurrection start to heat up, when they say, okay, we got a mandatory requirement for every American Babylonian citizen. It says, "And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." So they say, hey man, you want to come in this grocery store, you got to put this in your body. You got to put this in your head. Verse 69, it says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under the foot." So there's going to be people saying, okay, master, we'll do whatever you say. Okay, master, what you want me to go left or you want me to go right? Verse 70, it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." So they're going to be coming in, man, and they're going to be trying to make stuff mandatory and make these laws to where they want to turn you into a slave. Let's get this in Revelation 6. Because it's not just in Revelation 13, man. This Revelation 6 and 5, it says, "And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand." Now, when you look up this pair of balances, it means a yoke. What do you use a yoke for? To enslave somebody. You put a yoke, they put yokes of iron. Let me go and get that. What was people using yokes for? Just Deuteronomy 28 and is it 48? Deuteronomy 28 and 48, it says, therefore shalt thou serve your enemies, which the Lord shall send against you in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he have destroyed you. So this is what they trying to do, but they gonna do it because they don't understand the prophecy. They not keeping on the watch, see, and understanding what what the prophecies is all about. It's about great kingdoms and governments, and this is what we prophesying against. So they don't even know what we prophesying against. They talking about God bless America, and not even knowing what we prophesying against. We prophesying against Babylon the Great. See, and it ain't no false religion. This is Ephesians 6 and 12. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. See, it ain't about these one or two individuals that's walking around running their mouth. It says, but against principality. That's talking about government, great kingdoms, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world. See, this kingdoms, like Daniel 2:44, these kings against spiritual wickedness in high places. See, the kings of this world, they got all kind of wickedness going on, man. And this is what we talking about. Now here, on jumping back up to verse 11, it says, put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So you ain't gonna be able to stand against these government because what they're gonna do is tell people to follow their wicked pastor and their wicked religion, and the head of those religions and those pastors, just like when the poison came out, and they wanted to knock off these old people, so they didn't know, they couldn't tell you all of the secrets that they done witnessed with their own two eyes. Just like one of these governors, he had a no, not governors, a senator. He had was found or accused of messing with a little boy, but he over the freaking FBI and the whole intelligence system now. But he done been accused of and had a reputation of messing with little boys. See, but see, us, the young people in this generation won't know nothing about that. Only the older people that was around when these people was just getting into politics, they'll know what's going on. So they was trying to really get rid of these older people. And then you got Kissinger talking about the elderly is useless eaters. So that whole they trying to poison these people so they can't give up the lies of these devils. But that device that they trying to put on people, that yoke, let me get that in Exodus 21, I think. Yeah, Exodus 21 and 6. It says, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. So he's going to serve his master forever, and the master had to put a yoke or some kind of bore through his ear, say, this is my property. So that's why they trying to put that rice device in people behind. They already got it in the people in Switzerland. And they gonna come up with some lame excuse talking about it's a medical miracle. Oh, let's get that out of Revelation 13. See, they gonna be making all kind of miracles. This Revelation 13 and 14. I want to let the scripture speak. It says, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. See, those miracles, these medical miracles, see, these miracles of how we gonna make it where we don't have people stealing from the government, stealing from the tax collectors, because we got everything under surveillance. He said we're gonna have a camera on the people or surveillance on the people and the police. So the police can't do no crookedness and the people can't do no crookedness. That's the kind of system that they coming out and talking about in the open. But they've been planning on that crap long way before the situation. Way back in the 70s, they got movies and commercials, see, talking about all this, but they putting the barcode on the skin and all this crap. But they already knew what was going on. Now, let's get that. And what people ain't understanding, this the Lord doing this. This is Revelation 17 and 17. He said, for the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill His will. So they're not just being tricky. See, He's trying to see who's going to be on His side. Let me get that Psalm 40, because that's a good one. This is Psalm 40, and I'm going to start with verse 2. It says, He brought me up also out of the horrible pit. That's this freaking land, this land of captivity, because that pit goes to land. When you go into Ezra's, he talks about God has a favorite pit, but he really saying he got a favorite land, which is Jerusalem or Israel. He says, He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my going. So He gonna break us out of this servitude. Verse 3 says, He have put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. Many shall see it. So they gonna see how He's waking us up, how He's bringing us back to these laws in our culture. And fear, and shall trust in the Lord. So He's saying, as soon as they see it, they gonna get scared. Say, uh-oh, these people waking up. Then verse 4, this is the point in verse 4. It says, blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respect not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. See, this is how He's gonna see if these people gonna turn aside to a lie. See, and trust in the Lord, because the Lord telling them, don't trust the proud. And who is the proud? These rulers. See, that's why Elon Musk sitting in the White House like he's somebody, because he got $200 billion, $300 billion. I'm gonna go in the White House and I'm gonna run my mouth. See, I ain't got no kind of qualification, but see, I'm finna come in here and run my mouth. And we already knew the elites was using him when he brought out the Neuralink. See, he was already on the radar. When he had the Neuralink, they was distracting everybody from that. Talking about putting poison in people, and Bill Gates running his mouth when he ain't got no credential, because the elites using these jokers, trying to make it seem like they're the second richest man in the world. You ain't got no money. The people that's running the system, they don't worry about no money, man. People don't got no job, and they don't care about no money. They set the rules when it comes to the money and the Federal Reserve and the gold, price of gold and all that. Care them about no money. Let me get that Jeremiah to go along with that. This Jeremiah 17 and 4. It's saying the same thing Psalm 40 said. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from your heritage that I gave you. See, we here in Babylon the Great, and they calling us a color and a language. That nobody is a freaking language, man. Hispanic. What the heck is that? It says, and I will cause you to serve your enemies in the land which you knoweth not. That's that horrible pit. It says, For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Thus says the Lord, cursed be the man that trusts in man and make flesh his arm. See, they gonna trust the government, and he gonna say, we need you to put this device in your body. It says, whose heart depart from the Lord. See, the Lord is saying, you got to keep on the watch out for these major prophecies, and the major prophecy is the M-O to the T to the B, the rice device, but you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell nothing out of their store. See, this digital currency that they trying to push on the people, but it's not gonna keep being you got this card that you tapping when you go in their store. They wanna scan your hand, they wanna scan your head. That's what they wanna do. And the people that trust they behind it, you're gonna say, oh, that Bible. Don't listen to them people talking about that Bible. They're gonna ban the Bible. See, start locking people's up, and people gonna trust they behind. They not gonna care them about no Lord. A lot of them already want to be atheists so they can do whatever they want to do. They gravitate to that Muslim Islam mess. Let's get that in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. It says, and the Lord shall scatter you among all people from one end of the earth even to the other, and there you shall serve other gods, which neither thou nor your fathers have known, even wood and stone. See, that wood is that cross, and the stone is that cobblestone. They walking around talking about they're Muslim. See, speaking like some freaking Arabs, and the only word they know is shalom. What did it say? Assalamu alaikum and Muhammad. See, they don't know no words, man. Just know a freaking name. You can't name no Arab word. You got Kevin Gates running his mouth, say he don't know no Arabic. But they run after that so they can keep smoking their funky cigarettes and their marijuana. See, because they're not gonna say nothing about it. They gonna let them smoke they joints, and they gonna still be talking about they're a Muslim. See, and then the Christian, they can smoke too. It's a rare thing that they gonna tell you can't come to their church because you smoking. See, they don't care what you doing, man. So they gravitate to those false gods so they can keep doing wickedness. Now I want to get Romans 13, and see, they gonna tell they wicked pastors to read them Romans 13 and 1, obey the authorities and all this crap, and they gonna let them people put that rice device in their behind. But I'm gonna jump down to verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So we know Ezekiel 37 is popping up. We see how people's waking up. 2012, they started waking up in numbers. And then 2016, when the police went to shooting us down in the street, Trayvon Martin and all these people getting shot down, Negroes started to wake up. Say, man, what kind of place is this? See, he done ripped that veil off our face. Now, it says, and now is it high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. See, it's nearer than when we believe.
Between Hebrew?
Yeah, nearer than when we believe, because
what's up, man?
We see Elon Musk and all these people pushing the agenda. And he trying to come up with some false excuse talking about he trying to make humans with superpowers so the robots don't take over. But you the main one making the freaking robot. But people trust them and respect them. And that, when you go to Revelation 13, this is what that worship is talking about. But Revelation 13 and 13 and 15. I wanted something that Yeah, let me go back up to verse 8. This Revelation 13 and 8. It says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. See, they all respect these people. They love these people. They admire these people. See, and when he tell them to do something, they gonna do it. See, when he tell them all, both small and great, got to put this thing in this rice device in their hand. All both small and great got to put this Neuro link in the back of their head. See, they gonna do it. They gonna say, yeah, man, we don't want the robots to take over. They gonna go right along with whatever excuse he run his mouth and come out with. Just like Ecclesiasticus. I don't want to butcher it. Ecclesiasticus 13 and 23, it says, when a rich man speak, every man hold his tongue and look what he said, they extol it to the cloud. See, they whatever excuse they come out with, hey man, we want to stick one of these rice devices right in your butt cheek, so when you walk in the store, all you got to do is turn around in the circle and it's going to scan your butt. See, they'll run up in there and do it. Because he got $300 billion. See, and he making cars and robots and all this. They gonna fall for it. Just like they let Bill Gates run his mouth. He don't know nothing about nothing. And he on the TV running his mouth more than any doctor, more than any nurse, more than anybody that's even dealing with medicine. Now, let's see here. And let's get Psalm 64. In Psalm 64 and 2, it say, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. See, and their secret counsel is trying to come up with a way that they gonna fool these people, and that's why they brought that first situation where they say we gonna act like. And first of all, they coming out with this these flying worms in the air. That's what I like to call them, flying worms. Some theory that some dude, he grab a glass jar and go up to the top of the mountain, talking about it start fermenting. And that was the proof that it's flying bugs in the sky that can get you sick. See? And then somebody had a rebuttal against him, but they gonna say this person's theory ain't certified because everybody ain't accepting it. Yeah, they gonna accept the rich man because he ran in his mouth and said it. See, it's flying bugs. See? And all he can do is pour, while he telling you that it's a flying bug, he steady poisoning your behind with all these GMOs and these food that ain't worth nothing. See, and what he doing to the food? He's spraying the food. When you go on that a Santo or whatever, it's some company, they spray that food with all kind of poison and pesticides. See, how you know that ain't getting you sick? And then he got everybody drinking milk. Milk, it causes all kind of flu-like symptoms. You sucking down milk, but then want to talk about a bug flying around in the sky. And then what the man who did the bug theory, the germ theory, he the one was dealing. He brought it off of the milk. Heat up the milk, heat the milk up, that's what they call pasteurized, when you pasteurize the milk. His name was Louis Pasteur, and so they named it after him. He heating up the milk, and you can kill all the so-called bugs that's in there. Bunch of lies, man, but people trust their slave masters so much. Look at the next verse. This is Psalm 64 and 3. It says, who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. See, he's shooting all kind of arrows and using mind control over these people. Mass mind control hypnotism. And people don't even understand hypnotism. They thinking somebody finna do some kind of spooky woo 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 woo. Because when they show it on TV, they got people with a glass jar and he doing this with the clock. Look to the, stare at the clock, stare at the clock. That's not hypnotism. Hypnotism is way deeper than that. See, hypnotism is like somebody can tell you, start a story. Once they start that story, you gonna want them to finish the story, because your mind already hypnotized. It's in a trance. You want to hear the end of the story. Keep telling me that story. That's the hypnotism. But people ain't understand. That's why the music got these kids about to kill each other, because the only story they want to keep telling them is, I got a gun and I'm finna shoot somebody. Somebody mess with me, I'm gonna shoot them. And it's always their own brother. And this the next verse. It says, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Who's shooting in secret? See, these red dragons with this rap music, this gangster rap music, talking about either killing somebody, stealing somebody's stuff, they woman, they jewelry, or what's that guy named? Not Kodak Black. Plies. Plies the one came out with all them they jacking and robbing people. Talking about hitting licks. See, that's what they be talking about on the song. It says, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares. Privately, they say, who shall see them? See, they just getting exposed in these last days. And that's how we know we coming to an end, because most of the time, nobody knew what they was up to. We was all listening to their stupid music and didn't know that they was hypnotizing us and brainwashing us. And even the wicked people that was doing it was trying to warn us, big and small. He had the song called Hypnotize, because these people know how to deal with your brain. That's what this enlightenment back in the 1970s, that's what it was all about. They was finding out how to the study in the mind, all these psychologists and psychology, seeing how people's mind work. And this is how they be controlling people. And what I don't forgot that verse. Let me get this 2 Corinthians 4:4. It says, in who the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. And how he blind your mind? You got all these movies and this music steady hypnotizing these people, keeping their mind in a trance. When you look at that television, man, or televisions, keep telling you a lie and giving you a vision that ain't worth nothing. See, and that's molding your whole perception. It says, blinding the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. See, if they not, just like with these people back in the day, it was one dude, they was writing books. Oh, it was a guy that wrote a book. Oh, they was going into the Greek philosophy and Greek mythology. Most of the psychological patterns of people, these Greeks had done sat down and wrote a whole story about it. This when women, when they say you love yourself too much, a narcissist, that narcissism, that's some Greek mythology that's pretty much psychoanalyzing people. It's another one, the guy named Pygmalion or something like that, where people they use some kind of mind control tactic on people, man. But they wasn't really looking at no TV back then. That's what I was getting to. They wasn't looking at no TV, sitting around hypnotized with some music all the time. They was sitting around thinking deeply. That's going into that. Let's go back to that song. Psalm 64. It's Psalm 64 and 6. It says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. See, they're searching how your brain works, man. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. See, they thinking deeply on how to keep these people brainwashed and hypnotized, mass hypnosis. See, everybody throwing on a mask and everybody's scared that a bug gonna fly from another person. Oh, it's flying bugs in the air. They got you like a schizophrenic, man. They got you hallucinating and ain't nothing going on. See, that's what people don't understand. Your mind is powerful. Your body will start reacting to it. You get scared, your body gonna start reacting to the fear. That's why they be trying to talk about meat. Don't eat the meat, because the animal he was all that trauma he was going through is gonna transfer into you if you eat the meat. Because when that trauma gonna translate throughout the body. Same thing when somebody on the news talking about, hey man, we got a pig transferring bugs, flying bugs in the air. See? Or a chicken with flying bugs in the air. Now you paranoid, you scared, you now your body's starting to react because your brain. See, and that's how they know how to mass hypnotize people with fear, see? And they put in your mind in a trance, and then you trust them. See, you trust them so much. Got these old people in the car with a mask on. They ain't did no research about the mask. You finna swallow the freaking, you finna swallow your own waste that's coming out and make yourself even more sick. But they trust them so much. See, they just turn on the TV. And old people just sit and watch the TV all day and be hypnotized, man. That's why they know they had them easy. They gonna take every piece of poison we throw at them, they gonna take it. Because they trust these devils so much. Now this is Psalm 64:7. It says, but God shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. Now this going into even something deeper than that now, because just like he said in Ecclesiastes 39, that these dark sayings and these parables, we gonna be digging into these parables and understanding what he's saying, because this is twofold. He gonna be shooting these arrows, which is nuclear missiles, and he gonna get him a major wound by destroying Babylon the Great. Russia ain't gonna be able to come back and do nothing. It says, verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. See, they be criticizing and fighting against each other, not knowing we sit back watching. See, we sit back watching the whole situation. Oh, that's what happened? Oh, I didn't even know that. See, the Democrats and the Republicans, and they trying to play good cop, bad cop, thinking they gonna fool somebody, but they don't understand. We sit back watching. Say, oh, I heard what you said that the Democrats did, or I heard what you said that the Republicans was doing. Not like Trump. Trump done got in there, and he said, oh, they've been stealing money. They acting like they're sending money across seas to help somebody, but they're really stealing it. One lady got $34 million. You see what I'm saying? He got them fussing with each other, falling on their own sword. It says, all that see them shall flee away. Because they going to flee away from trusting they behind them. And see, everybody ain't going to see them. That's another thing. The Lord opening up our eyes to be able to see that these people ain't nothing but some liars. Let me get that in Psalm. And the prophecies of them being exposed, those are the greatest prophecies, man. Because now we know not to trust they stinking behind, and they can't do nothing. This is Psalm 52, King David. He says, a Psalm of David. When Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him. See, he telling Saul a bold-faced lie, talking about King David and the high priest, or the priest, is conspiring against him, see, to bring him down and all this crap. So Saul say, okay, y'all go down there and kill the priest. He told the Edomites to go down there and kill the priest. So he just telling a lie to get Saul, already Saul chasing David all over the place, looking for David. So anything he bring to Saul, he knows Saul gonna believe it. but he telling Saul a bold-faced lie. So this is why King David was writing this. This is Psalms 52:2. It says, your tongue devises mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. See, they love telling a lie, man. And these people that go up in their church, they'll watch the news and the television and trust what the heck they saying. Regurgitate it. See, you can be telling them these folks trying to kill you and trying to do something to you. Well, why would they do that? And you know, they don't want to believe it. This is Ecclesiastes 12:10. It says, never trust your enemy. For like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. See, they gonna be wicked no matter what. But these people want to trust them. Now, I wanted to get that Ecclesiastes. What is Ecclesiastes? Man. Yeah, 7:13. It says, consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight which he have made crooked? See, he made Esau and the Edomites crooked, and you can't make them straight. What you gonna do? See, and that's another thing. The Lord is the Father of spirits. He controls their spirit. They ain't controlling their own spirit. They're gonna shake away from him. No, he controlling their spirit. And his thoughts is higher than our thoughts. We can't even understand how he controlling their spirit. See, we even try to look at it logically and know how well they still making decisions. No, man, he controlling them. And let's get that. I want to back that up because there might be somebody running their mouth. This is Proverbs 21:1. It say the king's heart or his mind is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. See, the Lord is controlling people's mind. That's what he did to Pharaoh. See, Pharaoh thought he was going to do something and do this or do that. But the Lord kept controlling his mind. Now, let's get that Jeremiah, go along with that. This Jeremiah 10:23, it say, O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walk to direct his steps. See, they're not directing their steps. And the Lord is using them. Oh, let's get that in Psalm. He's using them to see who is going to be down for him. It's Psalm 17:13. It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked. That's from these Edomites. See, that's why we keeping on the watch, because his kingdom is gonna fall. But we can't be trying to hug up and be on his side and trust his behind. It says, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is your sword, from men which are your hand, O Lord, from men of the world, meaning of this world, of this rulership, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly filleth with your hid treasure. They are full of children, they leave the rest of their substance to their babes. So this is the kingdom that the Lord is trying to bring down. But while he bringing it down, he gonna see who's gonna try to go with it. Who's gonna try to be in love with it so much that they rather die with their slave master. This is oh man, I was just gonna get it. Isaiah. Let me get to Isaiah 13 first. It's Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. See, you're going to try to join yourself to your enemy, and you're going to fall by the sword. Because people is going to be sticking to their own people. They're not going to be talking about some old, you see how the drummer's starting to pop off and everybody's starting to click up. See, they trying to kick all the Hispanics out. They starting to click up and have all kind of meetings and gatherings and protests. You got the white supremacists, you got the Israelites, tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, they clicking up. See, people are not going to be trying to talk about, oh, we all the same and we going to be a church of believers and hold hands with our enemies. Say, no, man, that's why Yahushua said nation going to rise against nation. Because they going to click up and be on their, gather with their own people. Let me get this Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30 and 2. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And that's going on too with keeping on the watch and not putting off that day. See, because he said, you don't go to talking about, let me go back to this verse because that verse there is a killer, man. Matthew 24, was it 46? 24 and 48. He says, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming. That's a big one, man, because people be so tempted to run off and try to prosper in Babylon the Great. Prosper in the shadow of Egypt. See, it's not talking about ancient Egypt. It's talking about a spiritual Egypt, like Revelation 11 and 8. A spiritual Egypt, this great city. See, this is the greatest country in the world. Spiritual Egypt, they want to prosper and eat and drink. Let's go somewhere and drink. Let's go somewhere and eat. We want to go to this restaurant. Don't take me to the Cheesecake Factory or Red Lobster. You got to take me to a big-time restaurant. It says, verse 49, and shall begin to smite his servants and to eat and drink with the drunkard. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for, and in an hour that he is not aware of. So the Lord watching your actions, and he's seeing how you moving, and he gonna move according to how you moving. So you jump out there and think he ain't coming if you want to. Jump out there and thinking these signs that he's showing you, the uproars of the people rioting and protesting all over the place. See, and it's gonna even just keep increasing. Earthquakes is that stuff is so amazing how the earthquakes popping off. You can't even keep watching it because it just gets greater and greater. Now let's see. Let me get that second Ezra 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world. This is the end of the kingdom. This is the end of the world that Yahushua is talking about. When you see uproars of the people, now we know that the end of the world, the end of this world is going to come. This is going to be the sign of the end of the world of Esau. It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this is the world he's talking about. The world of Esau is coming to an end. His rulership is coming to an end. That's why your boy from Ukraine, he trying to tell Trump, yeah, man, y'all gonna get knocked off too now. Don't just act like we the only people in trouble. Y'all trouble coming y'all way too. If Trump said, no, don't say that. You don't know. Don't you even say that. You don't know that. You can't say Hey, because they already know, man. They already know. He couldn't even help himself. He just had to say it. And let me get that too. Let me go ahead and get that. Proverbs, is it 16 and 1? Yeah, Proverbs 16 and 1. It says the preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. See, the Lord know how to control these people's mouth and everything, man. And they talking all this stuff. He stopped them in their track. All right now, he said, y'all got that big old ocean keeping y'all protected, but they gonna, hey, it's gonna come, trouble coming your way, and guarantee trouble coming to Babylon the Great by Russia. See, they getting it right now, but America gonna get it last, and Russia ain't gonna be shooting no torpedoes and them small missiles. He's shooting big missiles. He's shooting big nuclear missiles. See, that go 8,000 miles per hour, man. 4 to 8,000 miles per hour. That'll make it to your place in 30 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes. See, they getting better and better. They working on better bombs and missiles. Then you got these Africans down here creating new energy, so ain't no telling how fast these missiles can pop up, man. Okay, so this is the end of ESAU'S world. Oh, let me get that in 2nd Ezra 11. That was 2nd Ezra 6. This is 2nd Ezra 11 in the Apocrypha, verse is it 17 or 37? It's 39. It says, art not thou it that remaineth of the 4 beasts, who I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? See, that's why Russia is going to blow this place up, because those are Edomites. That's what Ezekiel 35 is about, the Edomites, Mount Seir. Then 38 is talking about another group of Edomites. See, they got a whole nother army that's going to be coming against that group of Edomites. That's what it's talking about, man. See, and this is how he going to bring them down. And I'm going to end it with that in Matthew 12 and 25. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. See, that's why they're in the White House right now. They call themselves white folks. They're in the White House, see, running their mouth, cursing each other out. They said, we trying to help you out. We trying to save your country. And the man ain't even caring about none of that. He said, hey, man, y'all finna get it. Don't go talking to me like y'all ain't finna get touched. Say Russia touching us right now, okay, but he finna come touch y'all. It says, verse 28, if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall his kingdom stand? Because in Revelation 12 and 9, that's talking about the so-called white man. The serpent, the devil, that's just being a deceiver. You being a liar, man. And then the Satan means Satan in the Hebrew, which means adversary. You just the adversary of the Israelites. See, you was the adversary of your brother in the womb that was going to be fighting the Israelites to the end of the world. The Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. See, that's all you is. You just the adversary, and you Satan. Satan, or one group of Edomites, gonna be fighting the other group of Edomites, and Russia is the group that's gonna blow this thing up, man. And so that's what we keeping on the watch, because those prophecies is right in our face. And they ain't gonna be fighting and wrestling forever, man. They're not gonna be sitting around doing proxy wars over here, proxy wars over there. See, they're going to get tired of playing around, and they're going to be ready to fight. And plus the Lord setting the whole situation up. Oh, he ain't keeping on pump faking and acting like he going to shoot. No, he going to shoot. But yeah, let me get Daniel 2:44. It says, in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So that war gonna keep raging on, and they gonna start knowing that they got a short period of time, because they seeing that the Lord is done start attacking they behind. See, he killing them over there in what you call it, whatever they call that place, the state of Israel. See, he killing them over there. He killing them over in Ukraine and Russia. See, and they gonna start to realize he coming for they behind. Like in Ezekiel 35, and I think around about the 6th verse, blood is pursuing they behind. And they gonna see that they got a short period of time, and great wrath is gonna cause them to come down with that insurrection. But the Lord is gonna come and destroy they behind as soon as they even think about it. Let me get that last verse in Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of Israel. I mean, the children of your people. He's telling Daniel, he's not coming for everybody, man. He's standing up for the children of your people. And that's the children of Israel. Daniel was from the tribe of Judah. It says, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, see, the nation of Israel, even to that same time. And at that time your people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. That's tell you right there, everybody ain't going to be written in the book. Only the 1/3 is going to be written in the book. 2/3 is going to die when those missiles come, because they want to hug up on the slave master. Master, whatever you say, master, and they gonna take that rice device and get destroyed in that nuclear holocaust. But I'm gonna leave it there. All praises go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rikah Kadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.